Okay, I'm just trying to like make this disclaimer a little bit shorter than it was because I just went on for about an hour and 10 minutes to try and make a disclaimer, and it just like seems way too long. So I'm just going to try and make it a lot quicker. If you're thinking of doing the work on my channel, that's Rank Emperor's channel, the work. Some of the things you've got to bear in mind before you start even thinking about it. One, are you sane? You know, if you don't know, then I suggest that I'm adamant that you take Bacopa Monieri and Gotu Kola, Brahmi and Gotu Kola, the traditional herbal medicines for any mental upsets, right? From Indian Ayurveda. There's absolutely no reason to not take them. They're very safe, you know. There's no danger for, you know, and the reason I'm going to demand, absolutely fucking demand people take these things is because I know for a fact, because I've taken them, I didn't suspect that I was like seriously mentally unbalanced before I take them, you know, and I was already making videos here online. So I'm just telling you, the vast majority of you are completely unbalanced, mentally unbalanced, and you don't realize it. And you because of the way you're unbalanced, in heavily influenced in the left brain consciousness, you're going to tell yourself, almost guaranteed, you're going to tell yourself, I don't need to take these herbs because I'm okay. I'm perfectly balanced mentally. There's no need for me to take them. You're all going to think that. Just it's guaranteed. You're all going to think it. You all think you don't need any medicine. You all think you're fucking perfect. And you deep down, you know you're fucking not. You know your life is totally screwed up. So why aren't you taking these things? Why aren't you taking my advice? At least go and fucking check it out. You know what? I'm sure that most people who watch this, they won't do that. It's like you're like a zombie. It's like talking to a brick wall. You trying to get you people to do the right thing. It's talking to a brick wall. You know, I've had to seriously think about closing my channel down because of this person who's made such a total fucking arsehole of themselves and have completely ignored my very, very strong advice. So that's one bit of advice. Two, if you're going to do the work, assume just make the assumption as a general rule of thumb, you're going to have to cut off all associations with your family and friends. Just forget all of them. They're all in the past. It's taking the red pill, like in the Matrix films, just like taking the red pill. You are never going to see your family and friends again. Forget them all, right? If you can't do that and you try to do the work, it will come like this other person done, and your whole life will go all pear-shaped and you will cause loads of other people problems. You know, it's so fucking annoying trying to help people do the work, right? And then when you try offering up these things and you try to make it as clear cut as you possibly can, almost inevitably, the only thing that's going to happen is somebody jumps onto doing the work and then make a complete and utter fuck up of it, practically deliberately. You can't see how they haven't done it deliberately. I've explained right from the beginning. These are the things you've got to do. Another thing you've got to do, if you're doing the work, you have to make your own videos every day when you're doing it, so people like me can keep an eye on you. If you don't do that, you're screwing yourself up. You're deliberately sabotaging the work. You know, so I've got no sympathy for you. Your life's going to go to shit, and I'm just not going to be interested. I'm just going to think, well, that's your own fault. You're not doing the work properly, are you? You're trying to avoid stuff that you don't feel comfortable about. You know, which is exactly what left-brained people do. Because they don't want to accept responsibility. You don't want to be responsible, but you want to have the power. You're like the fucking monkey. There's a story, right, from a Zen story that goes something like: there's a monkey and there are village people. These village, right, they want to catch monkeys, so they put like nuts and sweets and stuff in a jar with a very narrow neck, right. And then in the night time, a monkey comes along, he puts his hand in the jar to try and get the nuts. Hal gets a handful of nuts, and then he can't get his hand out the jar. right? So in the morning, the villagers come along, bang him over the head, and you know, take him away, butcher him, and eat him. That's how they catch a monkey. You know, and it's like, I mean, do I got to explain that to you? You know, it's like I've constantly keep drip feeding my videos with these little facts, like Einstein said, there's two constants in the world: the speed of light and human stupidity. Now, later on, he made an addendum to that. He said, actually, I'm not sure about the speed of light. Implying that the one thing he is sure about is human stupidity. It's a constant, you know. It's from my point of view, right? Looking at these things, you know, knowing how to think and having learned how to think, it's like almost unbelievable how fucking stupid people can be, you know. I kept mentioning all throughout of doing the work, to the Matrix films, to the point where I was thinking, am I mentioning them too often? Do I keep mentioning the Matrix too much? Is, you know, maybe that's why people aren't really paying attention. I keep going on about the Matrix, but these people, like this guy that's complained about my work, like, because he's tried to follow it, but he hasn't. The one thing he's not done is break all connections with his family and friends. So of course they're holding him back. They're keeping him in the Matrix, and he's dragging them out of the Matrix, and it's creating a fucking nightmare for everyone. You know, it's like, you know, I've got to make these things clear. You know, if you're going to do the work, you have to totally forget all friends and family. Think of it like suicide. It's an alternative to suicide. Okay, it's like as far as I'm concerned, it's a way of avoiding being a murderer if you're inclined towards suicide. So do the work instead. These are the only real people I'm interested in. If people who want to commit suicide or are that desperate about their life, they're the only people. Anyone else who thinks about doing the work and you don't take the precautions, you're your own worst enemy. And I don't see any point in wasting my time. I just want trying to hurry this video. You know, you people just fucking depress me. You are so incredibly fucking stupid. You're your own worst enemies, but you're also like agents, and you're the enemy of people like me who are trying to make life better for people and myself. And you people, you just turn into the absolute worst fucking kind of monsters for absolutely no good reason at all. Because you're deliberately making yourself stupid. You're acting much more stupid than you've got any right to be. You know, there's absolutely no justification for you acting this stupid. I know you're not stupid. So, you know, acting stupid like this is, you are a fucking monster. You're a fucking piece of shit as far as I'm concerned. How can you justify anything else, any other explanation? I mean, you can't. Dear, it's real. I'm just really fucking irritated with this person. That they've just made, they acted so incredibly stupid. I mean, I really knew. I've already made a long video about this. If they were doing the work properly, they should have been making their videos, and this kind of thing would not have happened. You know, they've got upset with me, and they've made it, like, tried to sort of like point the finger at me, like the finger of blame at me, as if I've caused all this misery for them, when they simply did not follow the basic instructions of doing the work, like making your videos. You have to do the videos. I made it very clear right at the beginning. So if someone's tried to follow the videos and have just not avoided anything that you didn't like the look of, then you're a typical left brain person. You are stuck in the Matrix. Fucking, that's your choice. If you want to choose to be stuck in the Matrix, I'm not going to really take you seriously anymore. I know you are an agent. It's like, I'm not going to sit there and try to have a discussion with Agent Smith, am I? You know, if you think about it, the whole nature of my videos, that's not what I'm interested in. As far as I'm concerned, you can all fuck off and die. You're so incredibly willfully ignorant. And when you quote to me, like on your comments, like a Mark Passio video, who's known specifically for pointing out people's willful ignorance, and then you are demonstrating the utmost willful ignorance to me. You know, you are such a total fucking piece of shit hypocrite, calling me a Satanist when you are actually sucking the fucking Satan's cock. As far as I'm concerned, there's no more bigger Satanist than you. And now you've dragged me down to your level of confrontation and fucking not doing the work, but actually focusing on other people being arseholes. You know, it's about the worst, most irresponsible, stupid, ignorant thing you could possibly have done, right? Ah, dear. So if you don't get any more responses from me, because I would suggest you I don't even know what to suggest. As far as I'm concerned, anything I say to you, you're going to misinterpret. You're going to interpret it through your left brain. You're not going to do take the advice I've given you. You're just going to take half of it. You're a complete arsehole. You're absolute, total, fucking complete arsehole. And you've not given me any choice but to see you like that. You've forced me into a fucking corner. Okay, bye. Yeah, dear.